The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Young wasting no time, right to the air. Got a man, that's Leggett. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. For these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the visiting Panthers who came away with the victory in that one. So now they look to take the season series here at home in Charlotte. They'll run here, the former Longhorn with it. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. You look at this Saints defense. They're a unit that struggled some against the run, no doubt, coming in 25th out of 32 teams.
And when people talk about facing a challenge, they are certainly getting one in this ball game because they're facing the #1 rushing unit in the NFL, which means it's going to be a contest they've got to be prepared for from the first snap.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Into space at the 45. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 18. It's a Carolina 1st down.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
He'll take this to the 46. The Panthers at 7-1 now on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
2nd down and 8. They'll stay on the ground with Brooks. He'll get only a couple down to the 44. 2 yards on the 1st down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going.
Let's go now.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. 3rd down, Young from the gun. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Drop for a loss on the play by D.J. Johnson.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Rattler. There's Chris Olave. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A gain there of 21 yards.
And even though this is a top 5 rushing offense, and we see this especially early in the game, they're going to do their best to keep you honest. They don't want you getting the habit of stacking the box, so that's a good throw there, and they're able to come up with the 1st down.
To the air is Rattler. He's got his man downfield. It's Robinson. Touchdown, New Orleans. Allen Robinson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints are on the board first here this afternoon. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Now Raheem Blackshear going to take this one out. Fighting his way through contact. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries...
Here's a diving catch right side. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Brooks. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
This 2nd and 4.
Here we go, set.
On the zone read, a handoff here to Brooks. Nifty move. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. But now he appears to be in some pain. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Set up. Come 19.
Now here's Young. He'll buy some time right. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Called that a very strong gain of 24.
Here we go.
Looking to throw, Young. Flushed out right. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Bryce Young taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Panthers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Look and repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Yeah, he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Rattler wants to throw it. Man open is Robinson. And all the way down to the 9. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 46 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go.
The ball is out. Kamara fumbled it, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. This defense, Charles, very opportunistic here early. A second fumble recovery in this first quarter of play.
Yeah, you mentioned the right word, opportunistic and aggressive, because once they got the first fumble recovery, they were eager to get a second one, and sometimes they just come in bunches. On the flip side, they've got to figure out how to hold the ball because the play calls seem to be okay. They're just not executing.
So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. Here's a quick throw to Thielen. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The play over before it really got started thanks to Pete Werner. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it 2nd down and 12. Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Young to throw it. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he'll be down at the 6-yard line. So not only do they get the fumble recovery on the punt, but now look at this field position. He almost took it the distance.
And the ability to not just make the play, but turn it into something big, that's what coaches harp on all the time. How do we create big plays that'll change the game? And that may have been one that just did.
And it's caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
And they ran just a little underneath route here on 1st and goal, but there's really not a whole lot of room to operate this close to the goal line. He's just not able to get loose after the catch.
Hubbard diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown.
Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Last time out, remember, they fumbled the football. That led to the touchdown. And, Charles, they were in the red zone, so that's a backbreaker. They got to try to pick up the pieces here on this drive.
Yeah, and I actually started to do the math here, so be patient with me. 12-point swing is the way I calculate it, because not only did they drop the ball in the red zone, they watched the opponent score a touchdown right after that. So their goal, have a drive here and try and get some of those points back.
And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Here's Rattler. That is caught, and he's got some space here. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big play there on the catch and run, 38 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Shelling through the defense, and he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Rattler from the gun, 3rd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and the deficit will hold pat at 13.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one for 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
That one complete to Leggett. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
From the 48-yard line, here's the 2nd and 8. A give up the middle, Hubbard. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That good for 22 and a 1st down. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes.
but more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field, but his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
2nd down and 4. They'll throw. Here's Rattler. And he'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Kamara trying again. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Here we go with Kamara, and they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as he'll wind up going backwards. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Panthers defense able to deliver the goal line stand. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking, oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And that was a little tough to watch. You kept thinking he might be able to get away, then you watched him just keep going further and further backward.
Just fall down. Just fall down at some point. Instead of getting driven back into your own end zone, that play's definitely not salvageable. You end up costing your team points.
Taken in at the 11.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit
toward the sideline, intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to have it here just past the 25.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for him. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. A give running right, it's Hubbard. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Well, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. On 3rd down, here's a run by Hubbard. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Throwing is Rattler.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 70 yards. And the Saints get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive interception, this drive the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And just inside of a minute left, Charles, they got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Defensively, well done to jar that free. I'll tell you what, though, offensively, he's got to be lucky after the catch and the fumble that didn't go too far away from him.
And the way the football is shaped, it's not built to bounce true, is it? It can squirt in any direction and move in any way. He was so lucky. Thank his lucky stars, he was able to get that one back.
And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3.
From his end zone, Wilson. And good coverage defensively. They wouldn't let him get ahead of steam going, and he'll be brought down at the 15.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. Oh, a heck of a move. Man. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment.
Second down, another chance for Hubbard. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up first and goal.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, and go for a touchdown. But the runs that really make it work are the ones where you just get what you need, right? And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, not many guys who can blow up plays like Chase Young. He did it again there.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. They'll try to throw down. Young. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the third quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. Oh, and some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Young now. And he's taken down here by the Saints.
They need 18 yards here on third down.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. powers ahead at the 45. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Trying the left side with Kamara. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. Dances by him.
Wrap up.
Still moving. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power. That gives him a nice pickup. 65 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Let's go now. Check.
A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
So a player's shaken up. We'll get a stoppage here. And that's Alvin Kamara, the one who's going to receive some attention. Hopefully he's okay.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And just one man in the backfield here. That's Kamara, 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Now they send a running back in motion right.
They'll look to throw for it with Rattler.
Eluding the pressure right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Being chased out left. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Has not been a big game for him throwing the football. I think he feels like, let's try something different. Let's use the legs here and see if we can make some plays.
And no passing touchdowns, yardage not where he would like it. Try something new. It worked there.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
Young.
And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
They always say the real estate is about location. Well, guess what? When it's a slant route, the quick ones, timing, timing, timing. Got to be able to lead your man with the football.
And the timing off right there. Threw it behind him.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taysom Hill, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Saints look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll turn to Kamara.
And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game.
And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that 1st down carry.
Now 2nd and 9.
They'll give to Kamara here on the option. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. The Saints on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw here. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 33 yards. And the Saints have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Young to throw it. They'll run the screen with Hubbard. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Now Young. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And he's got room. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Again, it's Johnson. And the Panthers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. They'll run here with Hubbard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage.
At the Saints 7-yard line.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Here's Young from the shotgun. Rolling to his left. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. This likely a must-have, 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Oh, Young loses it. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. That one looks like he'll throw here. Little short pass here to Hill, and he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
And they finally get him down at the other 46.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.
Well, somebody lit a fire